Today, I'll introduce to you the perfect day scenario, which is a powerful tool to actually speed up the physical manifestation of your desires. Hello and welcome to the Successful, Sensitive and Intuitive Entrepreneur podcast. My name is Lydia Sophia Wilmsen and I am an intuitive success mentor for sensitive entrepreneurs. In this podcast, I speak about the challenges sensitive and intuitive entrepreneurs face. I offer you new perspectives and solutions, as well as experiences of other entrepreneurs. Plus, I speak about my personal experience of being a highly sensitive person who has successfully built and scaled 2 businesses. All of that with the goal to make you and your business even more successful in your very unique and authentic way. Have fun and enjoy. Today, I'll introduce to you the perfect day scenario, which is a powerful tool to actually speed up the physical manifestation of your desires. And this is especially powerful for sensitives because of the importance of sensory input to us. And make sure to listen to the end, as I'll give you a twist you perhaps haven't heard of yet. So first of all, what is the perfect day scenario? Actually, as the word says, you are going to write out your perfect day scenario for all areas of your life. And what is so important about is, or what is so useful about it is that you will gain massive clarity because you sitting down and actually thinking about what do I want my day to look like, my business day, my day in relationship with my partner, my day with my family. You really have to hone into what is it really what I desire. We live most of our lives on standby and things just happen to us. And this means we recreate whatever vibration we are on. And this is usually we just recreate whatever we have at the moment. And if you belong to those who want to change a little bit, because you're not happy with every area in your life, it starts with gaining clarity. So when you have clarity in your mind, it can become a reality. It's like setting a sail. If you have no idea where you want to sail to, guess what? You will end up wherever. It might be nice where you end up, but it also might not be nice. And this happens more often than it being nice. So if you have no idea where you're headed, you end up anywhere. And the same is with not having clarity in your life, what you actually want. And most of us live our lives out of reaction mode. So we don't create what we want. We just see what happens and then we are dissatisfied. And with this dissatisfaction, when we don't change it into something that we want, we create more to be dissatisfied with. So actually the process of going deep and learning about yourself, what it actually really is, what you want, this is the first powerful part of the whole exercise. And my experience was, for example, I did this for 6 months straight, and I actually wrote out my perfect day and many different scenarios every freaking day. So it took me about 45 minutes every day of journaling. And I have to say that now almost all of it has become a reality. And even the last bits are falling into place right now. So this amazing reality I wrote down for 6 months straight. This has become my day-to-day life now. And I hear this from many, many, many people. Those people who actually sat down and created that reality in their mind first and then wrote it out. Most of them have created that in physical reality as well. And it actually does not need to take you as long as it took me, because I will give you a little twist which will enter it or which will anchor it in your subconscious on a whole different level. And the power is in creating clarity. And this is where most of the people fuck it up. They just don't do it. It's not about that they do it wrong or something. They just don't do it. Because yes, you sitting down and doing that work and really thinking about what do I want, what don't I want, and what do I want. This takes time. This takes energy. It takes physical energy. And usually this is something, where we are too comfortable with. you probably know this idea of creating a perfect day scenario. And most of the people have never done it, you know? And this is where it starts, that you really sit down and do it. And most of the people are too comfortable to do that. Okay, so if you have made up your mind that you really want to do that after you have listened to this episode, I give you some ideas how to actually do it. So first of all, choose what area you want to dive in first. You can obviously do it for all areas in life: health, business, relationships, friendships, leisure time. You can do it for everything. However, start with what's the most important for you right now. So if it's business, take that. If it's your love life, take that. And when you do that, whenever you find the time or whenever you make the time, like, start it as a proper process. Close your eyes, take several deep breaths, and become really present in your body. And then allow yourself to envision what a dream day, for example, in business would look like, what it would feel like, what it really is like. So what do you do? What do you feel? What do you talk about? And really go into all the senses, like what can you smell? What are the visuals? What are the sounds, the sensations? What are really all the details? And then you can start writing down. You can start with the morning and go throughout the day, like write down a full day. And when it comes to business, ask yourself the questions of what kind of clients do you want to work with? And for example, what are the favorite channels you want to work with? Like, is it social media? Is it offline? Is it online? And really, what would be a perfect day scenario for you? So it's not to make it a little bit better than what you have now. No, make it as perfect day for you. And also when it comes to what you don't want to do anymore, what you still have to do, perhaps you still have to file your taxes on your own. And you can't really see how not to do that anymore. But if you don't like to do that, like, don't include it in your perfect day scenario anymore. So really go for the 100% dream reality. Whether you have any idea how to reach that or not, it doesn't matter. For you, it's not about asking how to do it. The how question is not allowed here. For you, it is just dreaming big and writing it down in all colors, in all visuals, in all sensations, all sounds, all smells, everything. And you can, for example, choose where do you want to work? How is your office going to look like? Perhaps it's outdoors. Perhaps it's with a view to the ocean. And with whom? Are you going to work on your own? Are you going to work with your partner? Are you going to work with a team? Is the team with you? Is the team somewhere else? How much do you want to work? Is it really 8 hours? Is it 4 hours? How much leisure are you going to have throughout your day? And how much interaction with others? Are you going to have dinner with someone? Are you going to meet up colleagues for lunch? And obviously, how much money is coming in? What is your dream reality? How much freaking money is coming in every day, like on your business day? Do you want to have money coming in every day, or are you going to write out a specific day where all the money is coming in? How many sales do you want to make throughout the day? How many orders? How many customers do you want to serve every day? How many projects, or what kind of new projects are happening throughout the day? Perhaps you have 1 hour where you really go deep into creating a new project. What is your morning and evening routine? And how are people and clients talking to you? Like, what a feeling is being created? What kind of a feeling is created in you when you're in interaction with people? What kind of appreciation and testimonials do you get from people? And describe in the most detail as possible. You can create, or you can write out 2 pages. You can write out 3 pages, whatever. And take time for it. This is really crucial. It's not about, I want to get this done, I just write it for 5 minutes and that's it. No, you're actually in that moment creating your future reality. You're really creating that in your mind. And this is the only way that it can become a physical reality as well. It all starts from your mind. You really have to understand that. And it's No question. The how question is not allowed. You don't have to go into how could I ever make 100,000 a month? This is not possible. This is none of your business in that moment. You just have to create your dream in that moment in your mind. And this might actually be the first challenge for you. It might be, that you have to face this challenge. I don't want to sit down and do that. It might be that you can't give yourself permission to actually dream big. And what I wanted to say, and when you write it out, write it in full sentences and include as much detail, include as much sensory input as possible so that it is very vivid for you, that you can really close your eyes and be in that scenario. Okay, back to the challenges. It might be a lot of resistance to doing it. And it might be your ego starting to talk. And you have to understand when your ego tells you, or your conditioned mind, whatever you want to call it, this is not possible. Don't do that. Don't dream big. My parents didn't earn a lot of money. My friends don't earn a lot of money. So why should I do that? Or am I really allowed to do that? I would be posh and perhaps I become a bad person, whatever. All those voices showing up. You just have to understand that this is the part of you talking who wants to keep you safe in your comfort zone, basically out of harm's way. And with that knowingness, that it's a part of you which wants to keep you safe, you can keep on going. And what else might show up? Procrastination, same thing, I'll do this later. And if I catch you here with this, I'll do it later, Yes, do it now. Hold yourself accountable and see yourself as worthy enough of doing that actually now. It might be fear of missing out, FOMO. And that you think, if I just create one scenario, oh my goodness, there might be so many other scenarios I'm missing. And of course, there can be many more. You can create more, but start with one. Because if you think oh my goodness, I have 100,000, then you don't start at all. So better write out one. And the energy behind it is what counts. So if you created 10 of them, it is still the energy which will create what you dream there, So if you actually had 5 very different scenarios, as I have, my perfect day is very different every day because I need adventure, I need quiet time, and I don't need all of that in one day. I need a lot of change throughout the days. So what counts is the energy behind it. And this is what's going to manifest in a way that's best for you. So you can let go of this fear of missing out because the best on that energetic level is going to be created for you, or you are going to create that. So you can't miss out anything. Whatever is part of that energetic vibration will be created for you, or you will create it. So do it. Sit down, take the time for yourself and do that. Become very clear about it. And then comes the little trick, which is once you have written this out as a story and write it out in now time, as if it is happening right now, not in the future, but now in present tense. Once this is done, use a voice recorder on your phone or wherever and record that with your own voice. And make sure you are in a really heightened vibration before, in a heightened energy state, in a very energetic state. Don't record it when you're really feeling down, depressed, sad, whatever, not believing at all. Make sure to be in a good energy first, and then speak it out, record it with a voice full of energy, full of belief, full of good feelings, basically. And then you take this recording and you listen to this daily. If you're a very brainy person, make sure that you do a meditation before, something to calm your brain, your mind down, basically. And then when you're in a state where you're more susceptible, before going to sleep, after the meditation, or when you're waking up in the morning, whenever, when you're still in this different brain waves, still in those, in this dreamy state, then you listen to your own recording. And you do this every day. You can even do this twice a day. Make sure to do it every day. And what will happen is that you will see synchronicities happening. So for example, people will say things to you as you have written them down in your scenario, or that things just fall into place. Someone is offering you a new job, someone is offering or is recommending a new client to you, whatever. Things are going to happen. And it also might happen that old things happen again, that old stuff happens again and shows up for you. And this is normal, when you're inviting a new reality for yourself. It can be that your old reality shows up a little bit stronger before it's leaving your system. So be aware of that, and it shows up differently for people. Then your only job is to get yourself in a state of positive expectancy. You have done the work now. You have done a lot of work. Really creating that in your mind is work. It needs physical energy. And now you only need to follow your intuitive hints and trust. So whatever comes up, really strange, counterintuitive things, whatever, you just need to follow them and trust. Yeah, you just have to trust. It sounds easy, and this might be your biggest challenge ever. Of course, if you want, let me know how it's going for you. Put your experiences into the comments or apply for a free discovery call with me, and we take it from there. Did you like this podcast episode? Then I would be super grateful if you gave me a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. And please subscribe to the podcast and share it with people who you know can benefit from it. You can find all links to my social media profiles, my website, and contact form in the show notes. And you can apply for a discovery call with me to discuss your current situation and voice all your questions. Thank you for listening, and until the next episode, much love, Lydia.